Happy 4th of July, Leos. For those who celebrate it, I know not everybody celebrates it, but if you are celebrating it, happy 4th of July. Please stay safe. I tried to go outside for a little bit and got attacked. If you don't know about Texas mosquitoes, if you don't know about Texas mosquitoes, they like them goddamn, what was them dinosaurs, those birds in Jurassic Park that with them long ass beaks? That's what a Texas mosquito is. Them bitches about that big. Wait a minute. Let me get them. I might, Texas, everything is big and we exaggerate like hell. But I'm pretty sure I got attacked by a few things that like just did this to me in my chest. So Leos, if you don't understand Texas, Google Texas mosquitoes and then magnify that size because they're not the same size they were last year. They don't did something with the fertilizer here. Something don't took place. I don't know what it is, but they eating people in Texas. We need y'all to send resources. We need y'all to send backup because they bug spray, mosquito spray ain't doing shit to them anymore. They have become immune. So if you live out here, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't live out here, we need your help quick. So Leos, of course, we had the season deck, we got the new deck. Some people were having a fit about the old deck. They said the cards are beat up, they're seasoned, but I'm going to go ahead and use the new decks for you guys and see what we come up with, see how good the energy is for my Leos for July 2019. I want to say, because I ran into a friend of mine a couple of days ago, and Leos are probably like some of my favorite people. Leos and Cancer I tend to get along with really, really well. But I hadn't seen this person in a few years. And he came and he walked up and he tapped me on the shoulder and I turned around and I was like, God damn, he's still beautiful. I don't know what it is about Leos, but y'all have this sparkle in your eyes. It lights up. It is just an amazing freaking thing. And he had his locks and everything. He had a sparkle in his eyes, still fucking beautiful. And I have a few Leo friends that are always put together. I got a chance to meet Shannon again in New Orleans. She's absolutely beautiful. Shannon Fern, if you don't follow her on Instagram, you got to go check her out. She's a reader. She's beautiful. Mama Star, always put together. I even have my friend Lena, and Lena she's been changing from blonde to gray to blonde. Leos are always keeping things fresh. They're always pushing the envelope a little bit, especially when it comes to their look. But I love their energy and I love the sparkle in their eyes. So Leo, this is for you. July 2019. I might do that with all my readings now. My impressions of the signs that I have met through the years. But he's still freaking beautiful. Married, but beautiful. All right. And he was flirting his ass off. So some of y'all may be married and flirting with other people. Some of y'all might be using them sparkling eyes to try to bring some new love your way, Leo. Some of y'all maybe don't understand the power that you have with your sparkling eyes. Look, we got the Queen of Swords that pops up. So a lot of female Leos may be putting some sexual energy out there and they don't realize. Now, of course, you could be a male Leo doing your thing because he had sexual energy coming my way. I was deflecting because I couldn't be a part of that. But for some of you, you may be dealing with either a temptation or you may be the temptation that is coming out. Some of you, I feel like there could be, and it's been showing in your cards for a while, could be somebody from the past who wants to come back, somebody that is trying to rekindle something. It's a lot of my Leo readings this week where people have been multiple people involved in relationships with them. For some of y'all, this could be non-traditional relationships, polyamorous relationships. I don't know what else you could throw in there. But for some of you, it's not just a conventional relationship for a lot of Leos. Some of you may be experimenting with things that are having to do more with your sexuality. Maybe you're feeling more amorous. Maybe you're feeling more sexual. I feel for some of you too, there could be people that are maybe watching you and coming forward with you and there's flirtations. Doesn't necessarily mean that this is turning into a physical type of thing. For some of you, this is literally just flirtations. Leos get the rap of just wanting attention. And I don't think it's so much that they want attention. I think they command attention. I think a lot of people are drawn to the energy, the sparkling eyes. So for some of you, you literally could have more people that are coming at you this month because they're feeling your vibe. You're giving off some type of vibration, and for some people, this is going to be sexual, lustful. Some of y'all may be horny. Some of y'all may be making other people horny. So Leos, get in where you fit in with that message. Now, for some of you, I definitely feel watch your money. There could be issues where you feel like either there's not enough money coming in. Some of you may have somebody that's working against your money. This could be with spell work. If it's not spell work, it could be somebody that is just trying to be a little bit shady or a little bit behind the scenes when it comes to money. If you have joint accounts with people, or if people have access to your accounts, be careful with it. Some of you may have somebody that's taking something out of the account. And that's for a few people, very small. For some of you, I definitely feel like this could be somebody praying against your money or actually doing spell work against your money, Leo. So be cautious with that. Some of you, I feel like you're putting your foot down with people in your life. You're actually having to defend who you are. You may have people who are pushing you too far. You may be coming out the corner swinging because you feel like you have no choice. Whatever it is, I feel like some of you may be cutting people off and moving forward, not even looking back. Like, you know what? I don't even wish you the best. I'm just cutting you out my life. So for some of you, you literally could be walking away from people. Now, money problems could be the issue. For some of you, it literally could be that maybe there's a money issue that you can't reconcile with this person, and you're like, I'm cutting you off. Or this is general. This could be somebody doing this to you where they may feel like you're the one that's dipping in the money or spending all the money and they want to cut you out. Leo, Leo, Leo. I definitely feel like some of you want to take a leap of faith, and it could be starting a new business or doing something a little bit different. Some of you may be coming out of a comfort zone, whether this is within, is that a jet? What the hell? Sound like it's landing on the goddamn house. This is what happens when you live like 5 minutes away from the airport. I feel for some of you, definitely you could be trying to start some business to bring more money in, but there's some issue with procrastination. Either you're overthinking it or you're taking too long to make decisions, Leo, and it's keeping you a little bit stuck. Some of you are doubting it, but here's the thing. A lot of you are natural business people, which means that you have the charisma, you have the intelligence, and you have the fire, the passion to push it through. But some of you may be dealing with some emotional issues, or it just could be your environment that's making you not feel like you want to move forward with a business venture, or either you're overthinking it. So try not to overthink, Leos. You may miss your opportunity. Leo, 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 Leo. July, July, July. Some of you definitely are going to be moving into a new home, a new space. Looks like it's a good thing for you. So let's see. We have 7 of Swords. We have 9 of Swords. Some of you could be losing sleep trying to figure out if somebody's stealing money from you or stealing something from you or doing something to you behind your back. 8 of Wands. Some of you may be having discussions with people because of this. The Star card, this could be spirit-led. Maybe spirit is showing something to you. You're on the right path. The Justice card, some of you could be dealing with an air sign, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, preferably Libra. 6 of Swords. Let's see. 9 of Cups. Life experience. Knight of Swords. King of Earth. 8 of Cups. I'm trying to slow down. The last videos, I realized I was going too fast with the cards. The Lovers. 3 of Pentacles. 4 of Cups. The Wheel. 9 of Pentacles. 4 of Swords. The Moon. 6 of Pentacles. And 1 more. Unity. All right. So for some of you with 7 of Swords and 9 of Swords, some of you may be having some sleepless nights, worried, stressed out because you feel somebody is doing something to you. For some of you, you may feel like this is somebody taking something from you. Whatever it is, they're being shady. You have somebody that you're dealing with that's doing something. They don't want you to know what they're doing. And some of you may have some spirit message come through. You need to pay attention. You need to look a little bit more closely to this person because this person may be doing something that you need to see. For some of you, this could be a stress in a situation where you feel uncomfortable in your environment because you know something is not right. So for some of you, and it could bring it up to where this move is coming in, you may be feeling really uncomfortable with the environment or the place that you're living in. For some of you, this may have to deal with the person who's living in the environment with you. For some of you, this just it may not be a good neighborhood, may not be conducive to your health. For some of you, though, if you are dealing with a roommate situation, business situation, some of you may be having concerns that something is being done behind your back or something is being taken away from you that you need to be more aware of. That's where we get the Eight of Wands or Eight of Fire coming in, where somebody is feeling like, let's have a conversation. I'm stressing about something that I know is going on. We need to talk. So for some of you, you could be pulling somebody to the side and saying, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Now, with the Star card, some of you could be hoping to get on the right track with this person. You could be hoping for justice, for things to come out fairly. For some of you, you're praying that this is going to move you into a smoother situation with this person. And I do feel for a few of you that you literally are going to get what you need. You're going to have this talk and you're going to go ahead and have things that work out. Now, there's no conflict for a lot of you dealing with this because it's almost like the person that you're dealing with is going to be like, okay, all right, we'll do it. We'll do it. They may feel like they have no choice with you, especially if this is a business situation. If this is a relationship, you may have somebody that is just kind of going along with the conversation and maybe they don't want the conflict of it. I would be really careful though for some of you because somebody might go along with it, but they still have some ill will or there's still some conflict that maybe hasn't been brought to the surface, Leo. So if you're dealing with somebody and you're having conflict or problems with them and you have had a talk and you feel like the conversation was fair, you feel like, we moved it along to a better place. For some of you, this will be what happens. But for a few of you, I'm just getting this nagging feeling that somebody's just kind of going along with the program, but in their mind, they're saying, fuck you. They're going with the program, but in their mind, they're like, I'm not going to change what I'm doing. I'm just going to try to get a little bit better with it. Or either I'm going to try to be a little bit more secretive with it. With the moon card showing up in your spread, still shows there could be something going on behind your back. Some of you, I feel like you may need to pay attention to a person and their motives, especially when it comes to any type of finances. If this is a job, make sure you're checking your time card or your hours and stuff that you're putting in. If you are the employer, maybe somebody's trying to pad their timeline or their time card to get more money. But there's something shady going on with money, Leos. Some of you may be feeling like you've had a conversation to correct it, but for some of you, there's still something being hidden. So you may be having trust issues with people in your life. Not for everybody, but for some people. Now, I do feel if this is the case, some of you could be exhausted. You could be tired with having to deal with this. Maybe you know something is going on and you're trying to figure out, like you're thinking about it. You're losing sleep. What are they doing? What am I not seeing? What am I not seeing? And because it's a general read, somebody could be thinking the same thing about you. Like, I got to watch my back with this person. I got to watch my back with this Leo. They up to no good. They not doing me right. It's not a fair situation. It would be the Justice card in reverse. But for some people, I just feel like there's some issue with something not being fair at all. Some of you could be dealing with another fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Some it's going to be air, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. For some, it's going to be Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. It took me a while to get there, but I got there. So for some of you, you could be dealing with one of those signs that you're feeling a little bit uneasy about with them. It's like, I don't know if I can trust you. Now, for some of you, you're going through a major life change. This could be making you paranoid too. Maybe something is coming to an end. A business relationship is coming to an end, or a relationship is coming to an end. And some of you may be having some concerns about this. Going through a life change. Maybe you're going through a breakup and you're worried that you're going to come home and all your stuff is going to be gone. You're stressing about it. Some of you are worried about, is this person going to take all the furniture? Are they going to clear out my bank account while I'm not looking or while I'm at work? And some of you may have to be concerned about that with the moon card. You may have to be concerned about something that's going on behind closed doors. I feel for a lot of you, your intuition is on point. If it doesn't feel right, look deeper into it, Leo. If it does not feel right, some of you are going to have to look into it a little bit closer. I feel for some of you, if you are walking away from a situation, whether it's a relationship or a job, there's some boredom or discontentment. It's like people were cool. We were moving in the right direction. We were friends. We didn't have no issues. And then all of a sudden, something switches off and you realize that you're not connected with this person anymore. And that's why some of you may be out here flirting or exploring other options, whether this is in a relationship or a job. Some of you may be looking at different people. Let me see who else I can get into this position or who else I can date or get into my life, because where I was bored, I was discontent. So some of you could be ending relationships because you just fell out of love. Either you fell out of love or they fell out of love. And for some of you, it could be that you wanted something more meaningful or deeper, but you feel like you're not getting it. I feel for a lot of you too, this is some type of spiritual growth that you're going through. You're looking at things differently. You're a different type of person. This could even be them changing or you changing. But there's some type of spiritual transformation that's going on for some of you. And it's just like, I don't want the same shit anymore. I don't want things that I used to want a year ago, maybe 5 years ago. So some of you may be looking at a partnership, whether this is a relationship or a platonic friendship or a love or marriage. Some of you are coming to a point where it's like we do the same shit over and over again. There's no growth. There's nothing. And I want something deeper. I'm searching for something deeper. I'm searching for a deeper connection with somebody. Some people are looking for their soul family, their soul tribe. I want to be connected to something that balances me, that makes me feel good. So I want to walk away from this. So for some of you, that's why you're getting in this boat or this car, this plane or this train, and you're like, I'm out. I don't want to do this anymore. This has become hostile. This has become volatile for me. It doesn't work for me anymore. I can't trust you. I'm stressing. I'm having sleepless nights. I don't feel like you have my best intentions at heart. So I need to move forward. And I want to move forward with something that is deeper. Walking away from something because I want to go towards something that has more meaning for me. And for some of you, you are going to find it. You are going to find it, but it literally is going to take you walking away or moving away from a situation so that you can move towards this unity. I feel like this is spirit guided for a lot of you. I feel like you have ancestors or deities or gods, universal gods, whatever you deal with. You're being guided away from a difficult situation to something that brings more balance into your life and puts you on a better path, puts you on a stronger path for you. For some of you, you're making decisions between people, between jobs, between things, and it's like, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to move towards something that gives me more of what I need in my life. I want to be put on the right path. And for some of you, maybe you come to this conclusion where you discover you're not doing things that you want. You're not happy with the way things are going. And some of you are going to be talking to people about this, whether this is a love relationship or a partnership. We need to change things. We need to do some things. I'm not happy with the way things are going. So let's talk about it. For some of you, this could be in business where you're having to sit down with employees or partners and say, look, I know we've been doing it this way, but let's do it different. Some of you, I feel like you're willing to learn new things. And that could be part of your spiritual growth, where you could be bringing in, either this is you teaching people things or people coming into your life teaching you things. But it's elevating you. Some of you, this could even be somebody who brings out some creative spark in you. You could be connecting with your soul tribe, and it's bringing something out in you that makes you feel like, I want to explore, I want to grow. I feel for some of you, you are going to be moving towards your own business. With the Nine of Pentacles, this is somebody that may be walking away from a partnership and becoming more independent. Maybe even thinking about doing their own thing. For some of you, if you do have a job or you have a business or you have a partnership, some of you may still be doing your own little side hustle to the side, independent from that. But I feel for a lot of you, you're either being directed towards people or environments that are conducive to you learning and growing, connecting you with higher realms, connecting you with people that have your same type of vibration, maybe moving you away from things that were boring to you or just become complacent. And some of you are celebrating this independence. You're celebrating this freedom. You don't feel like you have to keep looking over your shoulder. The moon card is not affecting you to the point where it's like, okay, I know this is happening behind my back, because some of you are taking that out the equation. You're literally embracing your independence and your freedom. And for some of you, this is your wish. Some of you may be walking away from a relationship or a connection that was just not good, toxic. Some of you may have had some clarity where something came to light where it was affecting your money. Some of you definitely are moving on your own path and it's being spirit guided. Spirit is saying, look, we got plans for you, but it may not involve other people. So some of you could be starting something new for yourself. Some of you may be reviewing your options, moving forward, getting messages like, okay, you need to come forward, but before you just jump, let's get a plan. Let's put something on paper. Let's see where we're going, because we got the Wheel of Fortune, and it's showing that some of you are moving to a better cycle in your life. But you, even though you're a fire sign, and I don't see a lot of fire cards, some of you are taking your time with this. You're not impulsive with these decisions that are coming in. Whether you're moving into a new relationship or you're moving into a new job or you're starting your own business, some of y'all are taking your time. Let's think about it. Let's think about it. Six of Swords. I got a long boat ride. I got a long car ride. I got a long flight. So I don't need to have everything settled right now, but I do need to go ahead and start putting it on paper, because it's putting me in a better place with the Wheel of Fortune. And it could be something with the Nine of Cups. Where is it at? Or Nine of Pentacles, I'm sorry, that is making me feel more independent. For some of you, though, I do feel like you're getting, here we go, something that you prayed for, you wished for. Could be a new relationship, could be a new business. Some of you may be expanding your business, moving it to another level, and that's why you're concerned about your money. For some of you, you could be going through a divorce where you're concerned about being on your own, but you're moving away from a difficult situation that may have stressed you out. So you're moving towards something that is putting you towards smoother sailings. For some of you, you could be leaving a partnership, whether this was a marriage or platonic or business, for either your independence or somebody else. Leos, if you are walking away from a relationship for somebody else, take your time. Take your time. Because I feel for some of you, you need this independence, which means maybe you need to live by yourself first. Maybe you need to be by yourself first before you bring somebody else into the equation. Now, if you are moving from a relationship and you're making the decision between a job or lovers or whatever, some of you already have somebody or something waiting for you. But if you don't, Leos, I think it's best for you to take your time. If you're getting a divorce and you're walking away from a marriage, get you an apartment, live by yourself. Live by yourself. You're going through a major life change, and in this life change, you need to figure out who you are. Who am I? What do I want? What makes me happy? Who is my soul family? How do I balance myself? Some of you need this time to figure that out. Not everybody, but some of you do. Leo, some of your readings definitely have been wonky because we've been seeing cheating. We've been seeing a lot of travel, and there's still a lot of travel coming in for you guys. But I feel for some of you, you definitely are walking away from a phase in your life and you're trying something different, whether this means expanding businesses or learning how to be independent. Some of you are walking towards your Ten of Cups. For a few of you, I do see relocation, and this is not moving somewhere locally. Some of you may actually be packing up and moving to a different state. I see a lot of celebrations. So Eat your oatmeal. Take your vitamins, because I feel like a lot of you are going to be invited to events, and there's possibilities of meeting business connections and love connections within these events, Leo. Some of you have admirers, and I feel like they're younger than you. They want to tickle your fancy. Maybe you want them to tickle your fancy, Leo. But I feel like some of you are exploring with your sexuality. Could be with people that are younger than you. As long as they're over 18, you should be good. Don't want to see any of my friends on the 10 o'clock news. I mean, I got your bail money, but still. So if you are dealing with some new sexuality, some of you are bringing some new things into the bedroom. Oh, Five of Club and Ace of Pentacles. We got some experimentation going on. Some of y'all might be deciding to get a little freaky. You could be getting freaky, but maybe you thought it was going to be like some little, sex type of thing. And then you're realizing, you're dealing, either you're falling in love or the person that you're with is falling in love. And then we got Three of Spades, which means that some of you definitely you brought a third party into your relationship. Now, whether your partner knows or doesn't know, that may be the discussion, Leo. Some of y'all, not all of you, some of you definitely, there is a three-way going on, whether this is a three-way where everybody's in the bed together or you've kicked somebody out and you're focusing on one person and the sex is phenomenal. For some of y'all are swinging from the ceiling fan. You're doing back bends and flips and the legs are coming like this and Leos, seriously, some of y'all got it going on. Some of y'all you got it going on. Now, for some of you, you could be dealing with somebody who knows what you're doing because maybe this person was involved with this. Polyamorous or some type of issue. Not applying to everybody, but for some of you, if you are in a third party situation and somebody's married, I feel like their spouse knows that you're cheating or your spouse knows that you're cheating. Could be general where it goes both ways, where you're dealing with somebody, you know that they're married and their spouse kind of knows of you. But I feel like everybody's looking at each other. So if you feel like you're getting away with something, Leos, you may be in for a rude awakening because some of you could be dealing with a partner who knows that you're stepping out. You're doing other things. Eight of Diamonds. We got age difference. So some of you are falling or connecting or shooting out them sexual beams to somebody who is younger than you or older than you. So but I don't see it being a thing for you guys. Some of you definitely you're enjoying it. We got new partnerships coming in. So you're forming a partnership. For some of you, this partnership is going to be the end of a relationship. Ace of Spades, something dies. So some of you, if you're not trying to end a relationship or a partnership, you might need to be careful that somebody's watching you. They're, sniffing your panties when you come home, sniffing your drawers, your whatever, your boxer shorts. Somebody might be washing your clothes, trying to see what they can find out. Smelling perfume, smelling cologne. Leos. Some of y'all are dealing with some people that they got way too much time on their hands. But if they feel like there's a cheating situation, or you are the one that feels like a cheating situation, y'all are doing what y'all got to do. For some of you, especially if you're a mother and you've been kind of freaking out about your children or whatever, you are going to be okay. They're going to be okay. There's money coming in. Some of you may be going through a divorce and being like, oh my God, I'm not going to have no money. This person is going to take all my money. Remember with the first deck, be careful. They could be trying to steal your money. If you're dealing with a lawyer and you know that you're dealing with somebody shady, freeze those goddamn accounts. Get a forensic accountant. Where is this money going through? If it comes to a point of you needing the money versus somebody that doesn't need the money, and I mean, who doesn't need the money? But if you have children, if you're the mother and you feel like somebody's stealing from you and your kids, you got to do whatever you got to do. Now, you could be a single father too. If you have somebody that's trying to take advantage of your financial, position, if you have the kids, you should be having some money coming in. This person shouldn't be trying to steal money from you and the kids, especially if they're their kids. But some people do that. So for some of you, you may need to pay attention to your money. I do see for some of you, the money issue is going to be a loss of a friendship. Somebody's trying to take something from you and it's going to affect your friendship. For some of you, you're going to be disappointed. You expected more from this person, from this friend. I do see for some of you, because it's falling on top of the Four of Diamonds, some of you are moving and you could be starting a business within your home or a home-based business, bringing in more money. Could deal with communication, could be a reader, could be somebody that is an architect, somebody who's able to work from home and make money. Let's see. For some of you, it does show that you will be going through some type of legal issue, and this could be a divorce, this could be a separation. Some of you, if it comes to somebody stealing money from you, you could be taking them to court. It's showing separation and love with this legal issue, though. So for some of you, this is literally going through a divorce, cutting off a relationship, arguments about money with this person. But then we got the Five of Spades, cutting something away for some stability. So some of you are going to be walking away from somebody who's shady, you can't trust, and it's because you want more stability. You don't feel stable because we had the Nine of Swords. You're constantly stressing and worried about what this person is trying to do. There's arguments about money. There's arguments about love, about relationships. And some of you are cutting this away. If this is a job, some of you may be walking away from a job because you don't feel like you're getting enough money. Some of you may be walking away from a job because you feel like the job is manipulating you or taking more money than what they should. There's some come to clarity for you guys this month, Leo. There's a lot of endings and new beginnings. I'm not happy. I'm bored. I'm discontent. I'm cheating. I'm out there trying to find myself. I'm just out. I want to be by myself. I want to figure out what I want to do. Stay the fuck away from me. Leave me alone. Let me get my head together. Let me figure out what I want to do. For some of you, you might be in this thing where it's like, I'm starting my business. I ain't got time for this bullshit. I don't want to deal with all this unnecessary stuff. So I'm cutting you away so that I can focus on what I need to. Whatever it is showing with the 10 of Hearts, 10 of Cups, you are finding your stability. You're cutting people away because you need to, so that you can have some type of happiness or peace. Now, we do see health problems. So if you are having any type of health problems, you may need to go get checked out from the doctor, because I do see the surgery card. Some of you could be having hip, leg, lower body problems. For some of you, this could be in the nether regions. This could be hysterectomies or some type of issue that needs to be a tumor, fibroid, something that needs to be cut out. I'm not a doctor. We're not going to use this as taking a doctor's place. So if you have these issues, if you are having pains, make sure you go get checked out. Make sure you go get checked out. For some of you, there could be some minor surgery. Spirit is saying recovery, but for some of you, there could be some minor surgery that needs to be done. So if you are having issues where you're hurting, it's time for you to go get checked out, especially if it's been chronic, Leos. Won't apply to everybody, but if you have been having issues and it's been going on for longer than a month, longer than 3 months, you need to go to the doctor and get it checked out, okay? Some of you, I feel there's a pregnancy coming in, and this could be a baby girl. Some of you, unexpected pregnancy. So if you're in this where you're doing the whips and the chains and the ceiling fans and all this, and you're not using protection, you may get a pop-up baby, and that may put a little damper on the fun time, because you can't be swinging. I don't know. Can you swing from the sex swings when you 8-9 months pregnant? I mean, I'm sure you can. Wouldn't be my thing, but hey, if it's your thing, just make sure you get some type of sign off from your doctor if you're going to do it, and then do you. But for those that are having issues, definitely get checked out, Leos. All right. I know we were all over the place with this reading, but I hope it connects with who it needs to connect with. And I love you guys.